The first part of this video is just me explaining how I got all the sounds for the final song and what instruments I used them for. If you're not interested in that and just want to hear the music, skip ahead to the timecode on the screen. Just keep in mind though, the more you watch the entire video, the more of the 50 hours that I spent on this video that I get back. Then again, this has been copyright claimed, so if you really want to support me, go back and watch any of my other recent videos, especially these two. If you end up liking the content I make, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I make stuff like this pretty much every week, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. So as you probably already know, in this video I'll be recreating the long dead meme of a song, We're Number One from Lazy Town with hostile mobs in Minecraft, according to this list. But why this song, you ask? Because you all voted for it, so here we are. Compared to normal, We're Number One has a massive ensemble of instruments, so let's start off at the top with Robbie Rotten's vocal part. Rest in peace. I want to use something that'll cut through everything else and has its own distinct sound, so how about the same skeleton sound I used in my Megalovania video? That'll definitely do Robbie's part justice. Outlining the main melody that everyone knows is both the wind section and an accordion. For the winds, let's try using a pillager's idle noise, but cut down a bit. Then for the accordion, using the same type of sound from the pillager's cousin, the evoker. With both sounds pitched up into their correct registers, they'll work great for their respective parts. Throughout the song, the rhythm section is pretty filled out. There's guitar, piano, bass, and of course drums, but for the guitar, let's get some witches involved with their ambient noise. It's not very sustained, but that's fine for the guitar in this song. The piano has a similar role to the guitar, playing a lot of syncopated chords. Since I used ghast noises in last week's video, let's use one of them again with the same effects applied. Perfect, and I love how it has some sustain too. Now there's one mob with an iconic sound that I know I can't leave out, and I've got just the part for it. Let's use the zombie for the bass, like so. It's got just the right tone for the part. I hope you approve, Davey. Finally, we're onto the percussion, and unlike the standard hi-hat, snare and kick combo, I also need a crash, tambourine, cross stick and tom-tom sound. I'll try and speed through this, so starting with the crash, let's get the creeper to help us out. I don't think I even need to change that. Nice. Moving on to the tambourine, I'll use the sound when you hit a spider, and I know, spiders aren't hostile mobs by definition, so I chucked the skeleton on top to make it a spider jockey, which does fit the criteria. Next is the hi-hat, so to get revenge on the worst mob in the game, let's bully a silverfish to get the right noise. Early on in the song, the drummer uses a cross-stick technique, so to mimic it, I'll use the snapping sound of the evoker's fangs attack. Sounds just like it. Continuing on, we've got the snare. Now obviously I can't leave blazes out of this video, so let's use the sound of one getting hit, with only the slightest bit of EQ. Now I know, I try not to use too much EQ to modify the sounds in these videos, but trust me, I needed to get rid of that high-pitched frequency in that sample. You'll thank me later. Below the snare are some toms, which I've found something pretty good for. There's the sound of a magma cube moving, jumping or getting hit, not really sure, but let's use that, just pitched down.
I'm really happy to see that there's actually an application.
Finally we've got the kick drum, and thanks to the shulker mob's close sound, I don't need to do too much modifying to any sound to get a good sounding kick. Have a listen. Alright, so there we have turned out. Despite how long it took, I really enjoyed making this video, so if you want to see more, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for new and like all my content, and get that bell on to be notified of all my future videos. Also follow me on Twitter so I can get to 1,000 followers by next year. Anyways, that's all from me. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.